Thank you. We have one question from a parent member in the chat, so I'll read that real quick. We need our school board members to understand the importance of working collaboratively with our parents, providers, and educators in order to ensure our kids have access to ABA therapy in their public school classrooms. What is your position on ABA, applied behavior analysis therapy, in our public schools? Elvis, you're up first.
Great question. We know ABA therapy is needed and it should be allowed. I am a part of that program, a part of that board with them. I've met with them. I've met with some of the ABA therapists. The problem is it's really devastating to see how many obstacles is being thrown in their way to serve and help our students that need them. Simply, it's no cost to the district. This is not about a money issue. This is just simply about obstacles that we're putting in front of them. I think that we have to do more, and we have to be more concerned, and we have to be more stern when it comes down to allowing this. I was in a meeting with the therapist, basically, that was in the classrooms, where it's now with the teacher. If the teacher don't want them there, they can't come. Now it's also said that it's the principal get to make the decision if they're able. We cannot give that autonomy to principals. I'm against it. I most definitely think that we have to be able to have policies in place that allows the ABA therapists to go in and help our students. They're not there to cause any harm nor distraction. They're there to help us, help this family prepare our student for life. And if we believe that model, which we say, then my question will ask, why are we fighting against this? It's disappointing, and I've seen it. I've been in the meetings, and I think we have to do better by supporting them and pushing support to make sure things get done.
Thank you. Ken, you are up.
Yeah, I think I mentioned that earlier, so I'm going to go back a little bit. Those supports are necessary. I think that children need to have those supports one-on-one when they're available. I know we're short-staffed and so forth, but you have to make certain that the systems and structures are in place up front, making certain that interventions are prepared well in advance, being proactive prior, making certain that we're sitting down with all the stakeholders involved in the process, have a well-versed plan in how we're going to address. Are we going to bring additional folks in? I'm an advocate for mentors, and I know people do not like to hear this, but you know, the chaplain program, I think, is another option. Bringing those individuals in, as long as they're well vetted, and most chaplains, no doubt, go through a process. But the additional support that we can get our children, the more support, the better equipped we are in dealing with those issues.
Thank you. Tamara.
Thank you for the question. I'm certainly not an expert in ABA. I believe it to be, though, a teaching methodology used for students with like autism and similar disorders through positive reinforcement. That's my understanding of it. And so because I'm not an expert in it, I certainly have to rely on the experts and the parents to help guide that conversation. And so I do support it wholeheartedly. And so another reason I've kind of come back in and I'm running for re-election is because over the last 4 years, I've watched our leadership in Tallahassee. I've seen how bold and unified they've been, whether you like them or not, in changing education. And it's kind of motivated me. If they can change education, then so can we. And so when we talk about meeting the needs of students, changing what the students need and giving them what they need, because we know public education is very prescriptive. There's a lot of rules and regulations about what has to be done. And so you're kind of put in a box, but I'm motivated as a board member to come back and really challenge the system the way our Republican leadership has done in Tallahassee. We want to meet our parents where they are. And if it means having ABA therapy in our classes, we're going to challenge the system. We're going to get it, because I wholeheartedly believe that every student deserves to have whatever methodology of teaching and education they need to become successful students. And so I support whatever that looks like.